सभी का आज के सेशन में अगेन बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। ये हमारी उन सीरीज़ में है जो कैंसर सर्वाइवर्स इन इंडिया। एवरी 2 वीक में हम लोग आइदर पेशेंट जिन्होंने कैंसर को बहुत नज़दीकी से देखा है या उनके केयर गिवर्स को इनवाइट करते हैं, और कभी कभी हम इनमें डॉक्टर्स को भी इनवाइट करते हैं, और उन लोगों को जिनकी नॉलेज से किसी भी तरह से हम दूसरे जो पेशेंट हैं उनको किसी भी तरह का बेनिफिट हो सकता है। दैट इज़ व्हाट वी आर एमिंग एट, एंड वी कीप दीज रेगुलर सेशन अल्टरनेट संडे 5 PM एक स्टैंडर्ड टाइम रखा हुआ है। एंड ये काफ़ी लोग जो इसको बाद में अभी आज नए जुड़े हैं या बाद में जाके इसको वीडियो पे देखेंगे, उनकी नॉलेज के लिए, उनकी इन्फॉर्मेशन के लिए briefly I will talk about this group and then about today's speaker. So this group which is Cancer Survivors in India, ये ग्रुप स्टार्ट हुआ था, सावन ने स्टार्ट किया था, जो कि खुद कैंसर के पेशेंट रहे थे, ब्लड कैंसर, एंड it was in 2015, and he started this group in a hope कि he'd be able to connect with different patient and would be able to help other patient. So that was his primary goal, and gradually और लोग जुड़ते गए। और जैसे मतलब मेहुल इज़ राइट नाउ, वो इसको बहुत ही इज़ वन ऑफ द एडमिन हु टेक्स केयर ऑफ दिस होल ग्रुप वेरी सीरियसली। एंड वी हैव पीयूष, जिनका एक बहुत बड़ा योगदान रहा है। रिसेंटली हमने इसको जब क्लास के नाम से रजिस्टर किया है, सो वी आर लीगल एंटिटी एज ऑफ नाउ, एंड वी डू एनी काइंड ऑफ डोनेशन, जो फिनेंशियल चीज़ें फिनेंशियल तरह से हम लोगों को हेल्प कर सकते हैं। इट हैज़ बिकम वेरी ईजी विद दिस होल प्रोसेस, एंड वी आर ऑल्सो रनिंग स्क्रीनिंग कैंप्स एंड अवेयरनेस सेशन एट डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म, ऑफलाइन और ऑनलाइन, दोनों तरह से हम लोग ये करते हैं। और इस ग्रुप के कुछ मेजर गोल्स और हैं जिनके बारे में मैं कुछ लाइनों में बात करूँगी। सबसे पहला, जब किसी भी पेशेंट को एक कैंसर के बारे में पता चलता है, व्हाट दे लुक फॉर इज कि मतलब कोई उनको बात करे, उनकी चीज़ को समझे कि भाई उनकी ज़िंदगी में इतना बड़ा चेंज क्या हुआ है। इमोशनली ब्रेक डाउन काइंड ऑफ होता ही है। सो वी ट्राई टू प्रोवाइड सोशल, साइकोलॉजिकल एंड इमोशनल सपोर्ट टू कैंसर पेशेंट्स एंड ट्राई टू मोटिवेट देम, स्प्रेड पॉजिटिविटी, and to raise awareness about this cancer diagnosis, try to educate regarding different lines of treatment available, और इसके साथ ही we also try to remove stigma associated with this disease, and to develop economic and matrimonial avenues, that is job and marriage. Try to raise fund to help other patient, and for offline, if we can manage to have sessions, screening camps, and create social movement to accept cancer as a disease, empower its early diagnosis, and improve quality of life for the cancer patient and the survivors. सो ये हमारे गोल्स हैं बेसिकली। इन शॉर्ट, जिस भी तरीके से जिन लोगों ने इस बीमारी को फेस किया है, उनके जो केयर गिवर्स हैं, उनको किसी भी तरह से एम्पावर कर पाएँ, चाहे वो उनकी मेडिकल क्वेरी हो, चाहे ट्रीटमेंट के बाद में उनका नॉर्मल बैक टू लाइफ में आना हो, मोटिवेट करना हो। देयर आर लॉट ऑफ फियर्स एसोसिएटेड कि भाई रिकरेंस हो जाएगा, तो कुछ भी तरीके से हम उनको हेल्प कर पाएँ, यही हमारा गोल रहता है। और इसके साथ ही मैं अब इंट्रोड्यूस करूँगी हमारे आज के स्पीकर को। आवर टुडेज स्पीकर इज़ डॉक्टर मेजर मीनाक्षी। शी हैज़ सर्व्ड इंडियन आर्मी एज अ डेंटिस्ट, एंड शी हैज़ ऑल्सो सीन this dreaded disease very closely, and her journey is very 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 inspiring and very confident. I'm very confident definitely उनसे काफ़ी लोगों को काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा। बहुत इंस्पायरिंग उनकी जर्नी रही है। और उनके साथ आज हमारी उनकी जो प्राइमरी केयर गिवर हैं, उनकी डॉटर हितेशी, उन्होंने भी ज्वाइन किया है। हम ये भी जानेंगे उनसे कि कैसे एक केयर गिवर का रोल इतना इम्पॉर्टेंट होता है, what she has felt and what her मदर हैज़ फेल्ट विथ हर प्रेजेंस। मतलब पूरी जर्नी में उनका जो भी रोल रहा है, उनके लिए क्या लर्निंग्स थी, और उनकी मदर, उन्होंने उस चीज़ को कैसे एक दूसरे पर्सपेक्टिव से देखा कि वो कैसे एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल हो सकता है। तो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू इज़ लाइक फर्स्ट 20 मिनट्स और सो हम लोग डॉक्टर मेजर मीनाक्षी से उनको हम हैंड ओवर करेंगे। शी विल टॉक अबाउट हर डिजीज़ एंड देन आई विल टेक इट फॉरवर्ड फ्रॉम देयर। एंड इफ़ एनी वन ऑफ यू वांट टू आस्क एनी ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, You can write it down in the chat box, or and then just raise your hand and I'll just call your name and you can directly ask to Major Meenakshi. So, Major Meenakshi, it's over to you. Feel free, to talk about your journey.
Thank you for the introduction, Savita. So I'd like to start the story of my journey with a quote that my daughters would tell me. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you get a gold wrapped hazelnut indulgence, and other times you get less fortunate times, you get a block of compound chocolate. My block of compound chocolate happened to be a rare subtype of blood cancer. Call it a misfortune or call it a series of unfortunate events. I personally call it my greatest learning and my toughest battle, one from which I emerged victorious. So, winters are known to be gloomy, but this winter of 2021 was particularly so for me and my family. So on 15th of December 21, I went to the hospital with just a mere fever that won't go and hoarse throat. I came out with a preliminary diagnosis of one of the deadliest ailment mankind has known, cancer. I have always been a proud multitasker of the family. I was getting our home renovated after planning it for years. And as usual, amidst all this hustle bustle, the initial signs and symptoms of the disease were easily ignored. First came the fatigue, then breathlessness over minor tasks, and finally the fever. Fever that would not break. Every 6 hours, the effect of medication came off, and I could feel my body burn. So the blood test revealed low WBC counts with neutropenia. With barely any energy left in me, my younger daughter and a very dear friend of mine, Dr. Rekha Thakur, they took me to Fortis, where we met the head of hemato-oncology. He gave us the initial diagnosis of it being a form of blood cancer. However, the cost of the treatment comes with its own set of financial limitations. Being an ex-army officer gave me the benefit of going to army hospital rather than a private. So which lessened the financial burden that we would have faced otherwise. The next 15 days were treacherous to say the least. As soon as I stepped foot into the hospital, I was quickly admitted as a DIL case, that is dangerously ill list. And within a couple of days, chemotherapy drugs were being gushed through my veins and many thoughts in my mind. I never dwelt on why. Instead, I focused on face to live, to get better. So my daughters were explained the two essential type of blood cancers and how my little ones are supposed to hope for me to have one least fatal one. The first PBS, that's peripheral blood smear, revealed 95% of blast cells. As tragedy would have it, I had developed a rare mutation of blood cancer, which had cancer cells from both the lineages, mixed phenotype acute leukemia B myeloid. This made my diagnosis, its prognosis, and my treatment much, much more difficult than what was anticipated. Treating one cancer aggravated the blast of the other one. And over the last 2 years, we kept playing this racket game of catch. I was treated in complete isolation with my elder daughter, Hiteshi, beside me as my primary caregiver. The first protocol, Hyper-CVA day, began. I could feel all the energy drain out of my body. And this regimen was to treat the less aggressive ALL. The fever was now contained, but with every drop of chemotherapy coursing through my veins, I could barely feel what was happening around me. What started initially as just a 4 to 8 weeks regimen now had both of us waiting for spring to come through in Jan 22. My daughter was preparing me for the next stage of regimen, which was hyper-CVAD-B. But then all of a sudden, my CBC reports, which were tanking anyways because of the treatment, went down to worse. I
So,
had
yeah,
contracted
Major
COVID.
Meenakshi. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. I would just a small suggestion कि आप if you can add bit Hindi because काफी audience को नहीं समझ में आता पूरा English, so that would be very helpful so that they
Oh,
can make
perfect.
out yeah how you're sharing. Yeah. Okay.
So, I had contracted COVID. So, this was a huge setback for the family. पहले डायग्नोसिस 2 कैंसर्स को ट्रीट कर रहा था और अब ये एक और आ गया जिसमें अब कोविड को भी ट्रीट करना था। लेकिन आर्मी हॉस्पिटल्स में जहां मेरी ट्रीटमेंट चल रही थी वहां पर कोविड वार्ड्स नहीं थे, तो मुझे बेस हॉस्पिटल में शिफ्ट कर दिया गया। तो माय डॉटर वाज नॉट अलाउड टू विजिट बिकॉज शी वाज कोविड नेगेटिव, एंड it was surprising because we stayed in the same room, and I felt this is how my immune system had gotten. Somehow, my daughter would come every day in the COVID ward. वो पीपीई किट पहन के आती थी, तो यूजुअली डॉक्टर्स पहनने में थोड़ा घबराते हैं, तो आती थी, हेल्प करती थी कि सिर्फ बैठती थी सामने, बात करती थी और एक स्क्रीन हमें सेपरेट करती थी। तो जिस दिन मैं बहुत ज्यादा वीक होती थी उस दिन वो सिर्फ बाहर बैठकर पेशेंटली वेट करती थी किस वक्त वो मेरे पास आए और मुझे थोड़ा सा हंसाए या कोई जोक सुनाए या थोड़ा मूड लाइटन करे। इस दौरान मुझे स्किन रैश हो गया, अर्टिकेरियल रैशेस हो गए पूरी बॉडी में। अब मेडिसिन्स मुझे दे नहीं सकते थे क्योंकि पहले ही स्टेरॉइड्स, एंटीबायोटिक्स, एंटीवायरल, एंटी फंगल सब कुछ दे रहे थे, और वो 7 डेज मुझे पूरी पेन इचिंग सब बेयर करनी पड़ी। मेरे पास चॉइस नहीं थी। तो अभी तक वैसे भी 1 महीने की कीमो से काफी वेन्स श्रिंक हो चुकी थी। Anyway, next step after shifting back to Army Hospital was biopsy. So the second biopsy showed blast cells still at 11%. So next regimen was started immediately. On the other hand, doctors were discussing everything with my daughters. X-rays, blood tests, MRI, everything was being done, followed by insertion of central line. So the central line was given on the right side of the neck. Now with lots of do's and don'ts, the doctor started with the protocol of hyper CVAT B, जिसका मतलब था 4 से 6 हफ्ते फिर से हॉस्पिटल में ही रहना है। ये टाइम था जब मेरे बाल झड़ने लग गए और बहुत ज्यादा झड़ने लग गए थे। तो मैंने अपनी डॉटर को कहा कि रोज कंघा करके इतने बाल निकलने से अच्छा है तुम एक दिन बैठो और मुझे मेरा शेव ऑफ कर दो। तो उसने पूरा अपना अच्छी तरह से स्टेराइल एनवायरनमेंट प्रिपेयर किया और मेरे बाल शेव ऑफ किए। बट स्लोली उसने बहुत अच्छी तरह से मुझे मोटिवेट किया कि मुझे बुरा नहीं लगा कि मेरे बाल नहीं है। और उस दिन से मैंने डिसाइड किया कि मैं हर एक स्टेट को, अपनी हर एक जो मेरा जिस तरह से मैं फील कर रही थी उसको मैं एडमायर करना शुरू करूंगी, रादर देन getting a setback, whether it was hair loss or eyebrow loss or just feeling awkward, वेट लॉस। तो वो सब मुझे ये हो रहा था कि अब मुझे हर चीज को दिन के हिसाब से देखना है, फ्यूचर के हिसाब से नहीं देखना। और ऐसा नहीं था कि ये सब कुछ बहुत ग्रिम था, हमारे बहुत अच्छे टाइम्स में भी हुए थे। जब मेरी छोटी बेटी कॉलेज से सीधा आती थी, उसका कॉलेज ईस्ट दिल्ली में था और आरआर साउथ दिल्ली में है। तो मुझे ये नहीं पता था कि उसको कॉलेज से आने में कितना मुश्किल होता है। तो हर बारी आती थी और हर बारी डॉक्टर्स मेरी हेल्थ के बारे में कुछ अच्छी पिक्चर नहीं उसको देते थे। और imagine a daughter hearing that her mother has only few days left. It was something she had to bear every time. But वो जब भी मेरे सामने आई, she had a smiling face. Moving on, medically, हमारा एक बड़ा स्ट्रेंज सा रूल था कि जो भी खाओगे बॉईल करके खाओगे, और उसमें आते थे फ्रूट्स. केला बॉईल कर रहे हो, ऑरेंजेस बॉईल कर रहे हो, पपीता बॉईल कर रहे हो, एवरीथिंग वाज टू बी बॉइल्ड. तो हितैषी ने एक दिन डिसाइड किया कि आज तो पोमग्रेनेट माँ को खिलाना है. और उसने वो पूरा अनार छील के गर्म पानी में डाल के ढक्कन लगा के मेस से जब वापस आई, तो जब तक हमने ढक्कन खोला तो उसमें सिर्फ पोमग्रेनेट का कॉन्कॉक्शन बना हुआ था और सिर्फ सीड्स फ्लोट कर रहे थे. तो हम लोग ये नहीं था कि हमेशा ग्लूमी रहते थे. ऐसी चीजें हमें बड़ी अम्यूज करती थी, हम बहुत हंसते थे कि ऐसी भी चीजें होती हैं. कभी किसी ने गर्म करके केला खाया है या गर्म करके ऑरेंजेस खाए हैं, मतलब शक्ल अगल सब कुछ बिगड़ जाती है. एक टाइम था जब मुझे पेन, पेपर, पेंसिल ये अलाउड ही नहीं था होल्ड करना. एक टाइम था जब मैंने डिसाइड किया था कि हर रोज कुछ ना कुछ मैं लिखूंगी अपने बारे में, डायरी मेंटेन करूंगी. और जब वो अलाउड नहीं था तो बहुत अनोइंग हो गया था. स्लोली आई गॉट यूज टू इट. और एक दिन जब मैं बहुत ज्यादा रेस्टलेस थी, तो हितैषी ने कहा कि आप इसे एक लंबी छुट्टी क्यों नहीं समझते हो. जस्ट टेक इट एज अ लॉन्ग हॉलीडे वेयर यू हैव टू ओनली रेस्ट एंड डू नथिंग. So this actually changed my perspective, as I had not taken days off since I left forces. And even in the military service, the longest breaks were my maternity leaves. So finally, हॉस्पिटल में वापस आने के बाद विद द सेंट्रल लाइन इन, 20 दिन के अंदर अंदर सेंट्रल लाइन इन्फेक्ट हो गई. तो फिर ये वापस मुझे हॉस्पिटल में उन्होंने एक साइड से सेंट्रल लाइन निकाली और लेफ्ट साइड में इंसर्ट कर दी, विच वॉज अ नॉर्मल प्रोटोकॉल आई बिलीव. एंड तब तक मुझे 2 से 3 ट्रांसफ्यूजन्स मिल चुकी थी. तो एक दिन जब मैं बहुत ज्यादा वीक फील कर रही थी, तो टेस्ट्स के बाद पता चला कि मुझे प्लाज्मा की जरूरत है. तो जब ऐसी चीजें मुझे बताई जाती थी, मैं डॉक्टर को कम और हितैषी को ज्यादा देख रही होती थी. तो हमेशा वो कभी ना मुझे टेंस नजर आती थी, ना वो दुखी नजर आती थी, ना वो वरिड नजर आती थी. सिर्फ काम एंड कंपोस्ट. और ये एक सिग्नल था मेरे लिए कि रिलैक्स. अगर वो स्ट्रेस्ड नहीं है तो मैं भी स्ट्रेस्ड नहीं होना. दिस वॉज माई थिंकिंग. और मुझे याद है कि एक दिन सबसे कम काउंट्स थे मेरे और डॉक्टर्स ने गिव अप कर दिया था. तो ये दोनों गर्ल्स ये कमरे में आई और इन्होंने कहा कि आज तो सब कुछ ठीक है, इतना मुंह फुलाकर क्यों बैठी हुई हो, चलो नारियल पानी पियो. और उन्होंने जबरदस्ती मुझे 4 बॉटल्स नारियल पानी की पिलाई थी. उस टाइम तो मैं बहुत शोर मचा रही थी कि बार बार डाले जा रहे हो पेट में. बट then I realized I am a blessed mother. It's only recently when they told me about all these episodes, I realized that what all they had done had been done for a cause. The journey with the second protocol was bearable, but that little joy didn't last long. My second central line broke, and there was absolutely no visible vein left, and still a month to go for my protocol. So finally, they found a tiny vein in my arm and they inserted a PICC line. It was in the left arm. So the flow had to be carefully regulated, maintained for the final round of chemo. So कीमो हो गया और डॉक्टर्स ने कहा अब तुम घर जा सकते हो. और घर तभी जाओगे जब WBC काउंट्स नॉर्मल हो जाएंगे। अभी तो मार्च चल रहा था, और मार्च के लास्ट वीक में मुझे कॉन्स्टिपेशन शुरू हुआ। हालांकि मैंने अपने आप को हाइड्रेट किया, अ, मेरी बिल्कुल खत्म हो गई थी। तो मेरे एक फ्रेंड हैं जो वैसे ही घर से खाना लेके आते थे, क्योंकि कीमो के चलते मिर्ची वाला खाना पॉसिबल नहीं था। हॉस्पिटल में तो हर टाइप का खाना होता है, तो वो रोज खाना लेके आते थे। तो इंस्टेड उन्होंने मेरे लिए सिर्फ शीरा और कस्टर्ड लाना शुरू किया। हेल्प हर जगह से आ रही थी, लेकिन बीमारी ऐसी थी और इतनी डिमांडिंग थी कि मुझे लगा कि मुझे प्रेयर्स की ज्यादा जरूरत है। और आई वॉज एक्सपेक्टिंग पीपल टू प्रे फॉर मी, एंड स्पेशली माई फ्रेंड्स एंड माई फैमिली। अब ये दिन जो थे ये हफ्तों में गुजर गए, और डॉक्टर्स मुझे सिर्फ लैक्सेटिव्स दे रहे थे, लेकिन कुछ नहीं हुआ। फाइनली करीबन 20 दिन के बाद उन्होंने एनीमा दिया। मतलब 20 दिन तक मेरी पीठ बिल्कुल अकड़ गई थी, मैं खड़ी नहीं हो पा रही थी। मतलब 20 days ऑफ कॉन्स्टिपेशन वॉज नॉट, आई वॉज नॉट एबल टू टेक इट। तो इसी दौरान मुझे माउथ अल्सर्स शुरू हो गए, म्यूकोसाइटिस हुआ बहुत बुरी तरह से। उसके साथ पेट में बर्निंग शुरू हो गई, और जो मुझे एक्चुअली बेयर करनी पड़ी, क्योंकि मुझे याद है कि मैं सारा दिन रोती होती थी। हालांकि मुझे सूदर्स देते थे, जेल्स देते थे, और कुछ भी हेल्प नहीं कर रहा था। म्यूको पेन पीने को दे रहे हैं, तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा था। लेकिन एक दिन मुझे याद है कि हितैषी सडनली कमरे में आई, और उसके हाथ में बिल्कुल चिल्ड मिल्क का बॉटल था, और उसने कहा इसे पी जाओ। तो मैंने उसकी तरफ देखा, मैंने कहा इसने लाया। मैंने कभी एक्चुअली क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछा ये क्यों कैसे। मैंने बॉटल उठाई, पी ली। और वो दिन एक्चुअली एक टर्निंग पॉइंट था मेरे लिए। उस दिन के बाद मैं थोड़ा ठीक होने लग गई। और ये छोटे छोटे जो हितैषी के जेस्चर्स थे, जैसे एक्सपेरिमेंट करती थी खाने के साथ या पीने के साथ, ये मुझे काफी रिलीफ देता था, जो मेडिसिन्स नहीं दे पा रही थी। अब स्टार्टिंग से ही हमें पता था कि बोन मैरो ट्रांसप्लांट एक्चुअल क्योर है, लेकिन बोन मैरो ट्रांसप्लांट के लिए डोनर ढूंढना भी एक बहुत बड़ा टास्क था। हमने फिर हमें इंट्रोड्यूस करा गया दात्री से। तो दात्री एक नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, जो रजिस्ट्री ऑफ ब्लड स्टेम सेल डोनर्स रखती है इंडिया की। और हमारे पास दो ऑप्शंस थे, या तो मड या हैप्लॉइड मैच थ्रू वन ऑफ द ब्लड रिलेटिव्स। सो मड इज मैच्ड अनरिलेटेड डोनर विच यू हैव टू अप्लाई इन दात्री, एंड हैप्लॉइड इज कोई ना कोई डोनर घर का ही होगा। तो अब ये सिचुएशन ऐसी थी, डॉक्टर्स ने कहा कि हम मड करेंगे, और हमें मिला भी। 12x12 का मैच मिला, और प्रोसेस शुरू हुआ। कलेक्शन ऑफ मैरो सेल्स हुआ डोनर से, और हमने उसे स्टोर किया हॉस्पिटल के अंदर, कि जब रिमिशन होगा हम इमिजिएटली बोन मैरो ट्रीटमेंट स्टार्ट कर देंगे। अब हुई थर्ड बायोप्सी, जिसमें फाइनली ब्लास्ट सेल नहीं थे, एंड दिस वाज इन April 22। Now officially remission, I was the happiest person. एंड हैप्पीएस्ट बिकॉज मैं घर जा रही थी 4.5 महीने के बाद, और इतना लंबा आइसोलेशन, अपनी फैमिली से अलग, फ्रेंड्स से अलग, बहुत फर्क पड़ रहा था। और मेरी डॉटर को एक बहुत बड़ी लिस्ट दे दी गई कि ट्रांसप्लांट से पहले ये सब कुछ, ये सारे टेस्ट करवाने हैं। और जब हम वापस आ रहे थे घर, तो मुझे याद है कि दोनों फिगर आउट कर रही थी कि किस तरह से इसे शेड्यूल किया जाए। और मेरी हालत देख के, क्योंकि मैं वीक बहुत थी, तो मुझे ऑलमोस्ट एक महीना लग गया वो सारे के सारे टेस्ट फिनिश करके हॉस्पिटल वापस जाकर एक ग्रीन सिग्नल ट्रांसप्लांट डिपार्टमेंट से लेने में। लेकिन as I've said it before, I'll say it again. Life is like a box of chocolates, and you never quite know what you're going to get. The last test of this transplant was biopsy. We waited for the result, and somewhere I felt, Hiteshi was up to something. She was in touch with a relative who happened to be a hematologist, and I could see whenever the doctor is telling her something, she would immediately call him up and start discussing. Now, the biopsy results, when they came, doctors had to take really a long time to break it to me that your cancer has come back. I had a relapse. So, after a month of discharge, endless tests, it was very difficult to actually feel कि ये कोई break था, ये तो भी चल ही रहा था और रिमिशन भी हुआ और ब्रेक हुई और फिर रिलैप्स भी हो गया। एंड दिस बायोप्सी हैड 8% blast cells and they were steadily increasing, so it was a race against time, and even the doctors were unsure of what to do next, so they had already thrown everything aggressive at me. Now, this was the time when Hiteshi stepped in, and she had mentioned about one of her relatives, Dr. Vishwadeep. He's in Nagpur, and she said he's coming. So I was quite surprised. और कोइंसिडेंस था कि डॉक्टर विश्वदीप और हमारी टीम के एक डॉक्टर एक दूसरे को काफी अच्छी तरह से जानते थे। तो निकी ने उनको बता दिया था कि डॉक्टर्स तो ट्रीटमेंट में कोई उनको समझ नहीं आ रहा कि क्या शुरू करें। तो एक राउंड टेबल डिस्कशन हुआ डॉक्टर्स में एंड दे सेटल्ड फॉर स्टार्टिंग oral chemotherapy, which was a mix of venetoclax, posaconazole, and azacitidine, customized for my case. So, with my vitals stable, appetite slowly returning, they let me go home in July, where isolation became a new normal. It was a bit amusing at first, not knowing quite what to do, but my family stuck close. And the friends who visited me, they followed strict sanitization rules before visiting. Somehow I found myself surprisingly content. But then, just when I thought things were settling, I was hit by COVID again. This was August 22, and this time it had spread through the family. I was hit very hard. Fever, cough, struggling to breathe, dizzy spells. So it was a very, very tough month for me. Finally, COVID ठीक हुआ। कोविड ठीक होने के बाद एक बहुत बड़ा पेनफुल नोड सडनली मेरी थाई से बाहर निकला। मुझे एक्चुअली समझ नहीं आया। Overnight, there was a huge node which just popped up. Again, it was to be operated. So they operated it just to check कि blast cell हैं या नहीं है. But thankfully, everything went well. Now, when the biopsy was conducted in November 22, I had 1.8% blast cells left. I was very happy. But then the doctors who had been looking after after me, they all got transferred. All of them. I mean, the whole team got transferred. आर्मी में बड़ा नॉर्मल होता है कि ट्रांसफर हो गई. And I landed up with a new team, a completely new team. Sometimes I wonder if it was fate that brought them in. So this old team had always painted a pretty bleak picture. 20% ही लाइफ है, 20% ही चांस है, ज्यादा मेक नहीं कर सकेंगी, इनके साथ ही रहना, जस्ट बी नियर हर, दैट वाज द वे माय डॉटर्स वर टोल्ड. और जो नई टीम आई, दे वर ऑलवेज अपबीट, स्माइलिंग, एंड दैट एक्चुअली मोटिवेटेड मी. So I kept going for my regular blood tests and to the hospital for next 3 months. Then in March 2023, during one of my usual visits, I was told that I needed another biopsy. So we set a date and went back home. But sooner we landed at home, I had severe stomach pain and discomfort. A stomach pain which was unbearable. सब कुछ लिया, आईवी, पेंटाब्रोजोल ली, पेन किलर्स ली, घर में सब कुछ था तो एडमिनिस्टर करना इजी था. लेकिन फिर देखा कि ये तो घंटे ही हो रहे हैं और पेन बंद होने की जगह इंक्रीज हो रही है. 5 घंटे की स्ट्रगल के बाद दोनों बच्चों ने इमरजेंसी में मुझे हॉस्पिटल शिफ्ट किया. लेकिन सरप्राइजिंगली हॉस्पिटल में एक भी टेस्ट खराब नहीं आया. सारे टेस्ट क्लियर थे और 5 दिन के लिए मुझे ऑब्जर्वेशन में रखा बिफोर दे सेंट मी होम. और इन द मीन टाइम जो मेरी बायोप्सी इन दिनों, इन 5 दिनों में जो बायोप्सी हुई थी, उसकी जो रिजल्ट आई उसमें आया कि ब्लास्ट सेल्स नहीं है. तो डॉक्टर्स ने कहा कि ये बेस्ट चांस है, यू शुड गो इन फॉर द बोन मैरो ट्रांसप्लांट नाउ. तो इमिडिएटली जो ओरल कीमो थी वो बंद की. उसके बाद फिर से कुछ टेस्ट हुए और मुझे हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट किया फॉर इंसर्शन ऑफ हिकमैन लाइन. तो पिक लाइन निकाल दी थी जब फर्स्ट टाइम हॉस्पिटल से आए. हिकमैन लाइन उन्होंने लगाई बिकॉज हिकमैन लाइन से ही मेरी बीएमटी का पूरा ट्रीटमेंट होना था. हिकमैन लाइन लगाने के बाद पता चला कि उसमें इन्फेक्शन हो गया है. अब सिचुएशन और वर्स्ट हो गई. बट उस टाइम ये था कि भाई यहां तक पहुंच गए हैं, सो लेट द पेशेंस गो. And we waited for 10 days before getting in the BMT center. So Hiteshi had everything prepared to her end. So both of us were admitted together. But this time, no one could visit us directly because there was a strict protocol in the transplant center. So this center was extremely sterile with multiple checkpoints ensuring cleanliness, sanitization. Hiteshi took care of everything. So she would clean the room, she would coordinate with the nursing staff for the medications, tending to me, bathing me, feeding me, and making food for me. So according to the protocol, I received a round of chemotherapy, followed by 2 days rest before the transplant. And then we proceeded for a haplo-identical match. मड डोनर सेल हमने जरूर लिए थे, लेकिन टाइम लैप्स इतना हो गया था कि उनकी वायबिलिटी डिक्रीज हो गई. और उस टाइम मेरी यंगर डॉटर जो थी, शी वॉज चोजन एज अ डोनर. सो शी वॉज 10/12 मैच फॉर मी एंड अ ब्लेसिंग इन डिस्गाइज. तो पर कहते हैं ना, जब मुसीबत आती है तो छप्पड़ फाड़ के आती है. उसके एंड सेमेस्टर एग्जाम्स के बीच में ये सारा शेड्यूल हुआ था. और she was admitted, but because of the spontaneous nature of the transplant, she could not apply for medical exemption. तो वो हॉस्पिटल रोज आती थी और जीसीएसएफ के शॉट्स लगवाती थी. जीसीएसएफ इज समथिंग that a donor is given to increase their stem cell count. तो वो हॉस्पिटल आती थी, शॉट लगवाती थी, कॉलेज जाती थी, एग्जाम देती थी. तो ये कुछ दिन चला और फाइनली उस जिस दिन उसका लास्ट एग्जाम था, और वो उसका लास्ट एग्जाम था और मेरा ट्रांसप्लांट का दिन था। एक टफेस्ट मोमेंट थी सबके सामने। हितैषी सबसे ज्यादा इसमें इफेक्ट हुई। फैमिली मेंबर्स के लिए तो था ही टफेस्ट। एक कमरे में मैं स्ट्रगल कर रही थी, आई वॉज इन पेन, और दूसरे कमरे में उसकी छोटी बहन, जो स्टेम सेल डोनर थी और डोनेट कर रही थी, एंड इट वाज वेरी पेनफुल फॉर हर। और हितैषी को ये सब कुछ अकेले करना पड़ रहा था, इन आइसोलेशन इन हॉस्पिटल, सो शी प्रैक्टिकली डिड नॉट हैव एनीबडी विद हर। तो जब ये डिजीज हुई, तो मुझे ऐसे लगा कि सिर्फ मैं ही नहीं अफेक्ट हुई थी, मेरी पूरी फैमिली अफेक्ट हुई थी। मैं तो अंडर केयर थी, बट बाकी लोग अपनी लड़ाई खुद ही लड़ रहे थे। और दोनों बच्चे आपस में एक दूसरे से बात करते थे, एक दूसरे को शांत करते थे, और ये था कि एक दूसरे से ये डर को छुपाते थे कि कुछ गलत गड़बड़ ना हो जाए। तो जो डर उनको मेरे लिए था, लेकिन all's well that ends well, and I am in front of you post my transplant, just a year older but many wiser. क्योंकि such is life, a box of chocolates, a game of catch, a lesson learned, a haploid match. So that's it.
आई वॉज थिंकिंग अभी जो मीनाक्षी की मैं आपको थोड़ा सा इंटरप्ट करके बोलूँ, मे बी वी कैन रन आउट ऑफ टाइम, बट इट वॉज आई मीन वेरी वेरी आई माई सेल्फ गॉट इन्वॉल्व इन द स्टोरी, जो आप शेयर कर रहे थे, इट वॉज सो emotional, and I can only imagine like what you and your daughters, your whole family have gone through this. And one going through her exams and being a donor, another one, I think I can sense a role reversal, when she was your mother and you became her daughter, and she was,
Exactly.
yeah, and taking care of her, खाने से लेके आपको motivate रखने में, and you being a mother, being a patient, were actually valuing but also worried about your daughters. So I mean, it was mix of like, it was like a movie चल रही है, कभी आप एक एक स्टेप आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, देन यू कीप सीइंग अदर चैलेंजेस, एंड देन वो एक मूवी में आता है कि चलो सब कुछ हो गया, ठीक से हो गया, बट इट स्टेड विथ यू कि व्हाट यू हैव लर्नड इन योर जर्नी, and your daughters as a caregiver, what they have learned, and when I have spoken to you and when with your daughter, I could sense कि वो है आप लोगों में कि हमने जो सीखा, हमने जो फेस किया, now it's a responsibility to give back to the society, and what we can do with this experience, and which is really commendable, मतलब बहुत inspiring है। आपको मैं देख रही हूँ तो I can see army background, Major Meenakshi, वो I can see, I can also see the emotional side of you कि ये सब भी रहा है, and to be honest, like you're very very graceful, pretty lady, and आपकी जो वो एक पिक्चर देखी थी मैंने जो यूनिफॉर्म में है, एंड स्माइलिंग, इट रियली टच्ड माई हार्ट, क्योंकि आई हैव सीन लाइक आर्मी एंड एयरफोर्स वेरी क्लोजली, तो मुझे यूनिफॉर्म लेडीज एंड मेन, आई एम वेरी fond of them, the what they do for the nation, and the kind of environment उनका जो रहता है जॉब में, nobody else can even imagine कि what they face every other day, and then that fighting spirit you have shown in your cancer journey, so hats off to you.
Thank
And
you so much.
and of course I'm looking forward to hear Hiteshi, because Hiteshi, आप थोड़ा सा अपने बारे में बताइए, and we could hear a lot from your mother कि Hiteshi ने ये किया, Hiteshi ने वो किया, I think she was like 90% time she was just talking about you, एंड आपका जो रोल है वो बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट रहा है इनकी पूरी जर्नी में, आपने कैसे उनको सिर्फ, आई मीन इट वाज अ बिग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कि यू हैव टू मेक सर्टन डिसीजन ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ हर, राइट, बिकॉज शी वाज नॉट इन स्टेट, एंड आप उनके लिए बहुत सारी चीज़ें कर रही थी, तो एक ये आई कैन इमेजिन कि एक डर जो होता है कि हम सही कर रहे हैं क्या, ओ नो विल शी बी ओके, और एक जो प्रेशर है, सो if you can just talk about like 5 minutes में या 10 minutes में कि how was that a whole experience, आपकी क्या learning रही, and then we will extend maybe 5 to 10 minutes and we'll open for the audiences. Yeah. Yeah,
Hi,
Teshi.
so I'm Hiteshi, and by profession I'm a graphic designer. And ये जो हमारा पूरा period था where I was her caretaker for the longest time, um, I felt as if I had a lot of hats to wear. I had certain decisions that I had to make in her place, so I was wearing the hat of a mom. And then since I have a younger sister, and I have to be that strong elder sibling to her as well. So I wear the elder sister hat as well. And then there are other roles as well as there are in family. And it became too much at a point where I felt had my younger sister not been there on the outside as a constant support, it wouldn't have been possible to, go through this arduous journey. एंड ये जो छोटी छोटी चीज़ें हैं दैट शी सेज ठंडा दूध पिलाना बिकॉज शी इज़ हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ एसिडिटी या द मेडिसिन्स दैट शी हैड टू टेक they are very bitter. And even though she has a mouth full of ulcers, she could still feel that taste. And I didn't want her to puke, so instead I would mix juice and the medicine and then give it to her. And these small little things regarding food especially is what I took care of. Like I had only one aim, like every day at least 200 grams or 300 grams on the worst days, at least this much food has to go in and she has to hydrate. So my everyday goal was this only. I had two goals. I had to check her input and her output levels, and I would be like, I have to manage the numbers. This is however this goes, I have to manage the numbers. And somehow as the days went by and as we had a lot of different hurdles throughout the journey, uh, I mean, I don't know how to phrase it, but it was like there was a problem in front of me, and I would just think, okay, what would be the or how fast would my mom be able to solve it? Like, how would her brain work? Given regarding there were times when there were a few medicines that weren't available in the hospital, and now we had to find a way to liaise with the local medicine shops. So that is something that me and my sister had an amazing teamwork, and we worked it out together. Where I would talk on call with the medicine shop owners, and she would go and collect the medicine. And so there were a lot of problems like these that were on our way. But every time something happened, I would just have this little faith in me that I'll be able to do this as long as I embody, how my mom tackles her problems. And I always had the constant support of my younger sister. So that was a huge win for me.
Yeah, Teshi, it's amazing. Whatever you have done, I think there's a lot to learn in today's story because BMT जो है ना ये लोगों को बहुत challenging लगता है. It comes with so much of fear कि what if of so many things, right? कि वो successful रहेगा कि नहीं रहेगा. And then in this whole journey you have seen so many of ups and downs कि kind of प्रिपेयर तो हम कभी नहीं कह सकते कि किसी चीज़ के लिए प्रिपेयर है बट देन यू सीन इट एंड somebody I think what really highlight was when Major Meenakshi, you have shared your story, and I'm pretty sure that many members right now either they are thinking of BMT or they're planning to go through this whole process. तो उनको ना बहुत एक motivation मिलेगा, बहुत उनके लिए बहुत positive चीज़ है कि there's somebody who has gone through this and that journey was not smooth. I mean you had your own issues, but आप आज यहाँ है मतलब कि एक possibility एक ना hope देता है लोगों के आप ये journey cross करके आ सकते हैं. And Ritesh, you were very inspiring. मतलब आपने जैसी भी ये चीज़ें handle की हैं and I'm pretty sure today you're short of words. I mean, no, way that you can actually talk about this whole journey, what you had been through and what you were thinking. But really inspiring, to hear from your mom. आपकी mother से शायद आपको भी वो instincts आए हैं, right decision, right time, and it's great. So, Major Meenakshi, आपके doctors हैं? I mean, if they have joined, maybe I can just talk. Uh, uh, I can ask them to introduce, or we will open it for the audiences.
I think Dr. Devyani should be here.
Okay.
He was the one who was with us in BMT.
Haha. Okay, so Dr. Devyani, if you're there, just please unmute yourself. And what would you, I mean, I just want to make sure that she's there. If you're there, just unmute yourself.
Actually, Devyani, yes, I don't know if she's Dr. Devyani, but yeah, if you can, it would be great to
Yeah,
hear.
she is there. Devyani S.
Yeah, so would you like to talk about anything, which you have seen in Vijay Meenakshi's case? And if not, also, I mean, that's fine.
Something good about me and Hitesh.
And I mean, that she should be like, I don't know if she's facing any challenges, technical challenges, because I see she's there, but
Yeah, I just
she's,
saw she did try to.
Hello,
yeah, she is,
am I audible? Yeah.
yes, you are.
Okay, hi. I can't see. Just a second, I'm
Sure,
just
sure.
working on it. Am I visible? I don't know.
You're
No,
not
you're
visible, but you're audible.
not visible, but we can hear you.
Okay. Hello. Meenakshi ma'am has been wonderful. Every time I meet her in OPD PMT follow-ups, she is like, hi, how are you? Always in high spirits, always happy. I've never seen her dull anytime. And it has, it's a joy seeing her. And I hope soon she'll be like, अच्छा ठीक है, अब वीकली फॉलोअप की जगह मंथली फॉलोअप करेंगे, अब नहीं आना है. I really wish her that. And yes, it was as उनकी जर्नी तो थी, हमारी भी जर्नी है ही रहती है, to see some patient getting better day by day. And yeah, so
Thank, yeah. Thank you for joining us today and talk about Major Meenakshi's spirit, high spirit. I think ये जो हम लोग positivity की बात करते हैं हमेशा, it plays a role in I think the recovery and the healing and how they are taking this whole treatment for sure.
yeah,
I mean मतलब अगर हम बहुत नेगेटिव रहते हैं तो आई थिंक ट्रीटमेंट भी उतना इफेक्टिव नहीं होता है एंड व्हेन वी आर सो पॉजिटिव because I imagine like my own case, my first chemotherapy and second and third, the moment I started feeling good and accepted कि अब नहीं अभी this is for my life and this is whole, side effect also reduced. और जो पहले side effect थे I was just looking at the chemotherapy ये तो क्या है करके, so that was very difficult side effects which we have faced. तो ये I mean that I personally believe, I'm pretty sure a lot many patients who have seen this very closely, they also believe कि positive mindset एक fighter spirit और ये सब कितना
definitely.
important है. Yeah. So we can see you now, by the way, and you are looking
Yeah.
very beautiful and pretty.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And I'll be opening up, जो भी हमें सुन रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं आप लोग, because I think we can extend it for next 10 minutes. And if you want to share anything, talk anything, just raise your hand. Mehul, as usual, you're very first person. आप पूछिए.
Thank you, Savita, for letting me get into first every time. Because I have a chemo brain and I forget my questions, then so I try to make sure. But I'm glad I'm here today to witness Dr. Major Meenakshi and Hiteshi talk about their experience with this, and I'm sure thousands who will be watching this later on will get inspired by your stories. And you both are so lucky for each other. I'm like made for each other. I'm like if there is a daughter, it has to be like Hiteshi and yeah. So I was like almost a picture was going on in my like a movie, like everything what you were talking about and in the back of my head. But I salute Minna Hiteshi for her dedication and uh, the way I from what Dr. Major Meenakshi was telling, I could imagine what she might have been. She's so young and she like to handle all this. It's not easy. Absolutely, it's difficult for people like us than these kids doing it. But again, I would want to ask a couple of questions to Hiteshi first. Like, Hiteshi, how did you cope up with the news first when you heard about your mom being diagnosed with cancer, and then how did you make up your mind to, take this head on? I know you're from a army background. Definitely, that's in your genes that हम लड़ेंगे, we won't give up. But it's not easy. It's easier said than done. So if you could uh, share those feelings and those way you cope, you fought it back, if you can.
So it's definitely no joke when it comes to how scary it was. Matlab, so for her first test, I was not there with her. My younger sister had gone, and I was working from home that day. So they'd gone in the morning, and by the time evening ho gaya tha, and I had no reply from my younger sister as to what the situation is, what is happening. And the next thing I know is she's just calling me and telling me that, okay, I'm coming back with, I need to pack clothes for her because we need to get her admitted. That's when I told her that you just wait there. I'll, let me be the one to do all of this. And it was that car ride from home till the hospital where I just decided that I don't know what I will have to do further. But whenever I feel something, whether it is a moment of anger or a moment of frustration, because there were a lot of times where I would really get so frustrated, even when I'm taking care of my mother, even when I'm taking care of her in her most fragile state. But ऐसे कुछ moments होते हैं जब आपको बहुत गुस्सा आता है, when you're not understanding anything, when you're so confused. And the only thing I promised myself was that I will let myself feel all of this. I will not be like, nahi, I'm very strong. I'll put up a brave face and go through it. I would only maintain a calm and composed ऐसा expression in front of her because I knew कि if she sees थोड़ा सा भी डर on my face, that's it. That's her ray of hope will start dimming. And I used to just keep telling myself that, okay, this is what they've told us. Can I do something about it? So I would go create a map inside, and by the time I had a few answers, that itself, the entire process itself gave me a courage that, ठीक है, anytime anything comes up, I don't run away from it. I feel it, I go through it, and then I get a solution as well. So I'm not, suppressing myself, because if I do that to myself, I won't be able to take care of her. So I was doing both things. I was trying to be there for myself as well and be there for her. Yeah,
Yeah,
somehow that worked.
no, but I believe like cancer is fought more in the brain than the body, and that is really what if you have made up your mind to do something, definitely the power of attraction works. And again, one more question I usually ask everyone I talk to, like there are people, stupid people, I would say, who still consider cancer as a taboo. And we Indians have, joint families. So definitely someone is going to come up and say, hey, you did something bad in the last life, karma comes back and all that nonsense. So I'm definitely curious to know if some people had been there like those, how did you cope up with them? And this question is for both of you, Dr. Major Meenakshi and Hiteshi, both of you. If you could give an example, or so people know that it's not, it's common like for to handle such to have some people like these in your lives? And how did you cope up with them?
So for us, actually, nothing like this happened. Though I was told कि जाप शुरू कर दो और महामृत्युंजय शुरू कर दो and start praying. I said, let me first concentrate on something which is required to be concentrated on. जाप बाद में कर लेंगे, क्योंकि मैंने कोशिश की and I realized कि I used to start getting panicky. It was not a kind of a thing which you are doing at ease. It was like begging God, please save. I didn't want to do that. And for me, it was not a taboo. For me or the family, it was like, है तो इसको clear करना है. Let us go with the flow, and this too shall pass. So my major uh, that one liner for me throughout my chemo was, this too will pass. And it did. I was going by days. I was not thinking कि परसों क्या होगा, एक महीने के बाद क्या होगा. So it helped me a lot.
So what I faced or what I observed with my peers, my friends, and a lot of my acquaintances was taboo is इसलिए है उन लोगों के लिए because I think they do not know how to react to a situation. It's like you're telling a very close friend of yours that, oh, I have this disease and I really don't know how long I have to live for. And as much of a shock it is for the person itself, that same shock is there for the person who's on the receiving end of the news. So I felt that only there, because of this huge gap of understanding, that the other side also needs more awareness about this topic. Matlab, how to approach somebody who has a disease like this and how to talk to them so that you don't maybe offend them in any way. And ऐसे आराम से समझाने से that okay, yeah, this is the kind of cancer my mom has, this is the kind of treatment that has been going, and this is how I have been throughout her journey, her treatment days, and this is how we have been handling. I felt the more vulnerable I got with people around me, the better they were able to understand. And, even for that matter, approach and talk to me in a light-hearted manner. Because the moment you mention something like this, that this is something I've gone through in my family, उससे तो लोग थोड़ा सहम जाते हैं कि हम ऐसे कैसे अप्रोच करें इसको बात करने के लिए, ये थोड़ा ऐसे डर तो नहीं जाएगी, ये थोड़ा सैड तो नहीं हो जाएगी. So I found out the more accepting I got of it, the more vulnerable I was able to be in front of people about making them understand, whether it was the treatment side, whether it was how I went through it, or whether it is even on my mom's behalf. The better I explained, the better response I received, the better even understanding of the person in front of me मेरे को मिला. तो वो था. And there was this book that I was reading throughout her treatment, which I believed helped me a lot. And the name of the book is The Body Keeps Score by Bessel van der Kolk. And the book basically talks a lot about the mind and the body connection, and how, if you're in a calm state of mind, you can go through the toughest of the toughest battles. And there's another thing that I used to, tell her to do, tell mommy to do a lot is there were days when even I would get scared of, the blood reports. And on those days, even I could, like, once or twice, I would have slipped and, I would have let it show on my face. And when that happened, to calm myself down, I would start breathing. And the same tricks I would tell her to do. And that's how we co-calmed each other, and we sailed through a lot of things like this. So I really feel like people should take a look at that book. बहुत अच्छी किताब है, and the way it tells you about how uh, stress also affects you and how stress affects the body to end up developing diseases and a lot of things like that. I feel everybody should have a good read at it. I will message ma'am the name of the book again.
If you could give the name, I'll just put it in the chat. I definitely would.
Yeah, and with that, in fact, Mehul, one idea popped up. Maybe I'll create a post जहाँ पे people can recommend what kind of books help them, है ना?
Yeah,
तो
yeah.
वो एक recommendation भी जाता है. Even I also now able to recall कि मैंने भी कुछ books पढ़ी थी और उनसे मुझे काफी help हुई. So we'll create a new post or maybe we can pin it where people can recommend books जहाँ पे whatever help them. So we'll do that, and I'll check what book she's talking about and we'll mention there.
And
And
definitely, what Hiteshi shared is going to help other,
yes,
caregivers. This was something different that I heard, rather than every other caregiver complaining. But well, thank you again, and we are glad to have you both in this family, and I'm definitely looking forward for more conversations in the future. But I'll give time for others. I don't want to take all the time. So thank you again so much.
yeah, yeah. Time जरूर हुआ है, but I'm also feeling nobody
Yeah,
should feel कि
we
they are
can, we
left
can
out in case they want to ask. And I hope Major Meenakshi is okay with that. If anybody wants to just have they have something to say or they want to ask anything, I mean just feel free. हम लोग थोड़ा सा extend कर रहे हैं. हाँ.
Yeah, right. And at the end, also, I would request both of you, Dr. Major Meenakshi and Hiteshi, to give some advice to the listeners in your own words. What at the end, not now.
Yeah, yeah. Abhi, if anybody wants to say anything, just let me know or raise your hand. Uh, आपको कुछ positive inspiration चीज, what you learned or you want to say something, आप बोलिए. Uh, Krishna, Krishna is, I'm sure. Yeah.
I was just like amazed. मैं ऐसे नाश्ता करते करते मेरा ना ऐसा ब्रेड चाय साइड में हो गया and I was just like into it. I'm like, when is the happy mode coming? When is the happy mode coming? Oh my God. I mean like, I'm so sorry for the background noise. मैं किचन में बैठी हूँ जहाँ मेरे दूसरे फ्लैटमेट्स है. But hats off to you. I mean, hats off to your daughters. I mean, you guys are like the real, inspirational people. And I feel कि हम लोग की stories तो कुछ भी नहीं है. Like, you have to come in the limelight of cancer survivor stories and how important is care, like, the caregiving is. It doesn't matter, like, कोई बड़ा caregiver है या छोटा है. But the importance of caregiving is what came up so strongly today, I feel. And usually in a cancer story, the cancer patient or the survivor is given more importance and the caregiver is always taken in the secondary role. But I feel hats off to all three of you. Like, I'm speechless. I mean, I don't know what more to say, but I just wanted to say that, wow, I think I'm gonna keep you guys as my idol now and live my life forward, because it gives so much of motivation. Like, like some days I feel that I had cancer when I was a child and I still have certain issues because of cancer, and I feel so low. I feel like, why did it happen to me? But whenever we have stories that come up every bi-weekly, I feel like I have now a purpose to live my life again. And today your story has given me that boost and motivation to, do more into this field, to be more support, to give more support to other cancer survivors, to those who are battling with this disease. Thank you so much for coming up today and sharing your story. And thank you, Hiteshi, for also joining us.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
would love to see your second daughter also. I mean, three of you together
She
on one
was here.
platform. But
Yeah, definitely.
She was
Gunjan,
she was here. Yeah.
she was there. Um, So that's
Hi.
my donor.
Look
Hello.
at the three strong women together. I mean, just hats off to three of you.
Lovely. I think both, I mean, there is some trait of the mother, when we are looking at them, it's like मम्मी के थोड़े हैं फीचर्स कुछ दिख रहा है. हाँ, थैंक
तो
यू.
इनको मेरे फीचर्स आएंगे. हाँ, ये वही कहती है कि खून मेरा है तो फीचर्स भी मेरे ही आएंगे. So I'm
हाँ,
waiting for that.
और अब तो she is a donor also, right?
She's the
So,
donor. She's the donor.
absolutely, absolutely. Hats off to you. I mean, so amazing, all of you. And ये तो एक अलग पर्सपेक्टिव है कि daughters की तरफ से आपको इतना सपोर्ट मिला, so that's it. I mean, it's amazing. I can see a proud mom and proud daughters. Like एक combination एक दूसरे से आप लोगों ने जो strength ली है. It's amazing. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'll
Yeah.
be very happy if I can motivate or inspire somebody. And
Sure. So
it's really
before even we हम लोग इसको क्लोज करते हैं, I'll share a small token of appreciation, a certificate. But since I can see few people have just switched on their video, Ruchi or Jaya ji, if you have to say something,
I've seen. Am I audible?
yes, you are.
Dr. Meenakshi is my doctor, and these two girls, I've seen them grow up. They stay in the neighborhood, and I'm so proud of them and their spirit. How strong they have been throughout. I had just met Dr. Meenakshi once. I was not here when all this was going through, and last year also I was away for quite some time. So it's so good to see you, doctor, and of course Hiteshi and Gunjan both. Love you all a lot, and may God bless your path ahead.
Thank you for being there. Jaji, you also have to say something. I mean, I can't hear you. I mean, if you can unmute yourself. Or it's fine. I mean, I don't know whether she wants to talk. Oh, yeah.
So I'll tell you something about Jaya ji. She happens to be my mom, and she's the pillar of support for me throughout these 2 years. She's a doctor herself. So all the issues I had at home were taken care by her.
Lovely, Jaya. Thanks for joining and for being there.
Sorry, God. I want to say today I can witness the woman power. All the three generations, do send us a picture, Dr. Major Meenakshi, whenever you can. For all of us, we definitely want to have it in our group. And so my birthday is March 8th, Women's Day. So so I try to connect, with woman power also in me, But thank you so much for all of you coming up, and it's really a very fantastic session, and to have you all.
Amazing. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now, and I'll send this to you over the WhatsApp. And this is a small token of appreciation, a certificate which we send to all of our speakers. And feel free to share on social media if you want to do. So you can see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. It's beautiful.
And if you want to make any changes, let us know. We can.
Yes. Yes.
This is just perfect. This is beautiful.
Great. Okay. In fact, आज मेरा ही मन नहीं कर रहा है सेशन क्लोज करने का, but when I started, I said my dad is here and I'm very, my mind is there. I want to go back to meet my dad, but अभी मुझे, I was so involved in today's session. And thank you, Major Meenakshi. Thank you so much for today's session, and we'll connect offline.
Definitely.
I mean, your daughter, she's in Bangalore, and I'll definitely will plan to meet.
Anyone else, if anyone has last moment questions, before you wrap up?
Yeah.
No, I think all are good,
Yeah. Okay, then I'll end the meeting. Take
Thank
care.
you so much.